Hi everyone. I thought I'd use one of the marvels of internet technology to make a little video showing you what I'm working on at the moment in terms of the new look website. Now, I sent you an image the other day of the front page, or some of you, to give you an idea what that's going to look. What I've now been doing is working on one of the inner pages, again to give an idea. Now, what you're seeing on the screen here is the front page I sent you. I haven't actually done anything with this at the moment, but I'll just point out some things. So if you look here, we've got this new menu on the top here. Each of these items on the menu is going to open up a new section. When you go into the new section, you're going to have people are going to get a lot more information about each of these topics here. Now, the titles aren't fixed, the menu links aren't fixed. It's not decided what they're going to be yet, but it's just a demonstration to give an idea of my thinking, how we're going to develop this whole new website look. But just before I do that, I just want to point out one thing. Up here, you'll notice the logo. It hasn't got the words "Women for a Change" on it up here. By the way, if you hear typing in the background, it's because Mrs. Wife is busy doing what Mrs. Wife does while I do this. So you're going to hear her clicking and typing. Okay, so you notice up here this white space where the mouse is going around. The white space, basically this, I've taken out the words "Women for a Change," and what's going to happen here is that we're going to be putting what's called a rotating image in here. So it's going to come up with a rotating message. So every 5 seconds or something like that will come up with a different message, which will eventually come up with "Women for a Change" in it. But it's basically just to put some dynamic energy into the site straight away without having it right down in the middle of any. I'm not a great fan of things moving down the bottom or in the middle of a site, but I thought putting it here at the top was nice, and it just engages people and you can put lots of information in. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you is if you clicked on the About button here. Right, we're now in what I'm calling the About intro page. Basic thing is here, you're coming to a page which is all about all about the About section. And this is a prototype. I've just noticed about an error, and excuse me for that, but I just wanted to show you something just to give you an idea. The error basically here, this line's running off to the end there. It should actually be sitting under here very neatly, but we can, all this stuff is very easily to deal with. Also, the columns on the left-hand side aren't balanced out. I'm working on this, but just to give you an idea of my thought processes. So as I said, we've come into the About section. So down here it says about Women for a Change. Also, if you just look up here, it says about WFAC. Now at the moment it says what we do. I didn't change that, but basically when you come to the About page, you'll just say about WFAC. And then all these down here are links. You can see my mouse is a link thing. Basically, these are links to more pages in the About section. And when you click on another page, here it will change. So if you click on what we do, it will come up with what we do. And how we work will come and work. So it gives people an idea where they are. This is called breadcrumbs. And so each page will give a little guideline where people are. Now, I'll scroll down. As we scroll down, you'll notice here we're going to have I put in little boxes. So these little boxes, using some of our favourite pictures, which is also why I sent out the picture request the other day, by the way. These boxes, these correspond to the menu items. So who we are there. And what will happen is these boxes will be clickable. So you could go to the Who We Are section, as we'll hear more. So it's 3 ways you can drill down, as I call it, into the website to get more information. Each section, so About section, my thinking is that we have one big, can you see here there are over 1 billion women girls, one big shout, big text shout, which just grips people and gives people an idea, sort of, you know, where WFAC's about. So, who, you know, about WFAC, this is what we're going to say to people. And then on each of the other sections, when you go to WFAC World Project News, etc., it will do the same thing. You'll be another big message up there. And probably on the right-hand side, there'll be another image like this, because I like having an image like this. It's very sweet, just coming out. Again, up here on the header, we'll have a rotating messages happening. Now, on the left-hand side, we have another menu structure. So people, if they want to just blip around, there's people that they jump around. They can go things, so projects, country projects, which will correspond to the projects thing here. And again, latest news, they can jump around, marketplace. And my favourite one here is the fish place, where people will go to. So these will just means if they quickly browse about women for change, oh yes, da 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 da, like people do very fast, then they can go, oh, let's go and look at the news, bang. So then you go to the news page, which will correspond with news up here. Again, go to the marketplace, just correspond with the marketplace. Also, these acts as like little adverts for people to go to other places. You know, it's like there's a very short time span, so we sort of want to give people lots of choices where they can go elsewhere, but at the same time to actually capture them to read about the things here. So that the idea is that we're trying to get a cross between a magazine style, where people can jump around, and also lots of information on it. Now, if I just show you one page here, which is from the Unifem site, which I'm kind of working from, and this is my thinking on an internal page. So if I go to the women and poverty thing, so now if you imagine we're going back to the Women for Change, this page here, when we click on one of these boxes, or we click on the menu here, then we're going to get information which is very solid information, written in a way in quite a dry style. Just, this is for the people, the serious people who want to know about those, the grant people, the funders and everything. And this, I'm envisaging it's going to look sort of like this, very factual, very informational. And we just put in the facts and figures and details here. So basically, all these boxes will then come into something very dry, very factual. And that's basically what I'm going to start working on next. Anyway, so just to give you a rough idea, there's lots of stuff, styling, tons of stuff to do, but it's just to give you a brief idea of my thinking on this. Lots of love to everybody. Bye.